Our debut Bundesliga campaign has reached its halfway mark. We are in the midst of a title battle against Bayern Munich, the perennial elite of of the Bundesliga, and you know, someone that I definitely expected to be losing this season too. And look, it's going to be tight. It's definitely going to come down to it. And we've got them on the second last day of the Bundesliga season, so it's going to be rough. Anyway. Today's video, we are taking on Hamburg. We are heading away to Hamburg, taking on Adi Hutter's side, hoping that we can keep our slender lead at the top of the Bundesliga table. It's the middle of January. We haven't done any transfers yet. There may be some to come. I'll show you. Anyway, before we get into it, make sure you leave us that like down below. Subscribe if you're new around here. Comment what you think of the video. What you think we should do with the team, the tactics, how to make Bayern screw up. Do we need to poach their players? I don't think we can. I think they're too good, and they wouldn't want to come to Leipzig. But you know, I mean, maybe that's an idea. Like, comment, subscribe, all the things, and let's get into it. The best place to start, I reckon, of course, is the profile of Rafael, our new superstar. He's 20 years old, Brazilian, not yet played for the Brazilian national team, but surely it's not far off. He is just looking absolutely stunning. Bought him for £14 million in the transfer window in, August probably. He's at this point, he's got 9 goals in 23 appearances, 12 starts, 11 off the bench. Look, I couldn't be asking for more. He's got great stamina. His work rate's improving. He's improving across the board, really. He's getting good at free kicks, which I'm sure I have him on, but if I don't, I need to. He's just looking sensational, like across the board, brilliant. He's big, he's thick, he's strong, like he's quick, he can finish, he can take free kicks, he can take long shots, he can head. He's stunning, absolutely stunning. The closest thing we have to transfer news is Sante Spagnoli, our right back, little Italian fella. I just said little and I didn't know how tall he was, but I mean, I'm about 188, so he's little to me. Tottenham want him and they're willing to pay 27 million, which I jacked up the price as much as I could. He's fine. I mean, we could definitely improve on him, and it would be, improving the squad if we got rid of him and got someone better, really. And that's basically going to be the story with how this transfer window goes. If people want to come in and buy our players, we'll look to flip that into someone better and improve the squad. Ideally, we'd be getting rid of players like Jeremy Doku, who's not really playing, which I'll go through shortly. The Licensor also not really playing that much because of the success of João Pedro and Rafael. We'll get through it. It depends on who wants to buy them, and really, then comes down to squad depth and it's registration things. Anyway, Spagnoli might be leaving. He's got an offer from Tottenham. I've accepted it. 27 million and some clause or clauses. I don't really know, but he might go. Whatever. Not really attached to him. It's fine. As for how the team has performed since you were last here, of course, there's been plenty of football. Of course, it's been 2.5 months, basically. Last game you were here for was this 2-0 win over Wolfsburg. Goals for Rafael and Marquinhos. Followed that up with a DFB Pokal victory over Dusseldorf. 2 for Nkunku, 1 for Marquinhos. For a 2-0 win over Freiburg, Pedro, Rafael. It's the same old story, really. Juventus we beat 3-1, which was a good result, given the sort of run of people that we had in the Champions League, like having Tottenham, Liverpool, Juventus, Real Madrid, and Atletico Madrid as taking up half of our group stage, league phase, I should say, I guess. That was a great result, and we were pretty good away from home as well. Beat Hoffenheim 4-1, goals from Rafael, Pedro, Baumgartner, and Doku. Doku's starting to get on the score sheet a little bit in places. We then didn't perform against a good Dortmund side. They played very well. They dominated the game, really. I think even getting that one from Rafael, he came off the bench because he maybe he got an injury here or something. I don't remember. But he wasn't fully fit, so he came off the bench and he scored, and it looked like maybe we'd then turn it around, but no, nothing. Also nothing against Real Madrid, but I think did rather well, considering Noel Aseko and Killy got himself a red card, straight red card, just absolutely axed someone, scissor kick, basically. I meant to say scissor, like the scissor tackle where your legs over someone, but Scissor kick. He scissor kicked him, yeah. And then Rodrigo got the only goal, and it was a 1 goal. So not much we could do. It was like from 30 yards out. It didn't like not much we could do. 3-0 over Union Berlin. FC Union? Union Berlin. 2 for Doku and 1 for Nkunku there. 2-1 over by Leverkusen. João Pedro getting both goals. We followed that up with a great performance against Stuttgart. 2 for Licensor Traore, which is good to see because he hasn't really been in favour, but you know, we gave him a chance from the start and he did rather well there. I think I had in mind the 2 fixtures coming up ahead when selecting him, I guess, and probably some of the other players, but anyway, neither here nor there. We got the 4-0 win, and that's all that matters. It was easy. 1-0 loss against Atletico. It was just a penalty in 78th minute for Hannibal, of course, the Manchester United fella, I believe, I assume. Yeah, that's him, Hannibal Mejbri, what is it? Whatever. 1-1 then against Bayern Munich. 2 penalties. We took the lead in the 30th minute. We didn't really perform that well. They were definitely the better side. And then probably deservedly got a point out of it with an 89th minute penalty. But that's a top of the table clash that, you know, we'll see shortly how the competitions are looking. But boy, it would have been nice to put that distance between us. 3-1 then over Mainz after the, of course, winter break. Our first game back is a 3-1 win over Mainz. Fabio Vieira, Dani Olmo and Svanberg getting the goals. Before, most recently, in the DFB Pokal, as I scroll down to show you what the rest of the season looks like, 4-1 win over Werder Bremen with Dani Olmo, 2 for Raphael and 1 for Licensor Traore. That's about it. Look, it's been good. Of course, the start to the season was electric, insane, incredible. The next couple of months have been mostly good, but, you know, patchy here and there against good teams, and that's fine. Like, to be, you know, losing to Dortmund, that's probably to be expected. That's fine. Losing to Real Madrid, that's fine. Drawing with Bayern Munich, that's a good result, really. They haven't. Their squad is insane. If you look at their squad, if you just look at, like, sort by the expensive people, Manuel Ugarte, of course, they just signed him from Manchester City, our old boy. Ansu Fati, Ibrahim Bamba, who is insane. Then Luca Romero, who is not that great. Alphonso Davies, of course, still there, looking very good. As you go down the list, down here they've got, in the not-for-sale area, Diogo Costa, very good in his prime. Matthijs de Ligt, very good at 31. Musiala, incredible. Vinny Jr. Yep, also incredible. Upamecano. Yeah, you guessed it. Very, very good. They've also got, who else did they have? Sure they had, I didn't even look at, did I look at Ansu Fati? Why have they got Ansu Fati, Vinny Jr. and Musiala? It just seems unfair. As for how the competitions are then looking, we are, of course, on top of the Bundesliga by just the narrowest of margins. 3-point lead we've got, but we do have a game in hand over Bayern Munich, so hopefully, you know, a 6-point lead. Not sure if that's today's fixture, because we definitely missed out on a match day. Like, we had a longer break than everyone else, seemingly, for whatever reason. But, you know, hopefully we win that. Hopefully we win today, and we put ourselves 6 points ahead of Bayern Munich. That would be great to head into, you know, the second half of the season with a 6-point buffer ahead of them. And very surprisingly, to me at least, be making this good of a fist of it in our first season here in the Bundesliga. Definitely wasn't the expectation, I guess. I was going to say it wasn't the intention, but of course the intention is to win the damn league. That's why we're here. Anyway, as for the Champions League, you look not great. 3 losses, 1 draw and 2 wins. Has us sitting in 23rd, but we are about to play. I think St. Gallen is our next side, and they're down here in 32nd. And then our final side is Sporting Club Portugal, who are down in 28th. So hopefully 6 points there, which takes us up to 13, which if you go to like the home page, I don't know if you can see it, yeah, it says we could finish 3rd to 36th. I feel like that's not actually mathematically possible with, like, you know, the teams above us half of the teams have to win if the team's gonna, like, you know what I mean? Like, some people have to get points. Anyway, Liverpool and United have already qualified. The top 3 is all bloody English side. Where's Man City? What are they doing? They're down here. They're who are their 2 losses to? PSG and Napoli. Then they drew with Barcelona. They beat the teams they should be. All right, well, it is what it is. Also, in the DFB Pokal, we've gone through the 4th round or whatever that was, and we're going through to whatever the next one is. Probably the quarterfinals next, I guess. I think we're through to the quarterfinal. I don't know. You can't really see it behind my head here. It says top goal scorer for Leipzig in the DFB Pokal is João Pedro with 7 goals. All 7 of those came in the first game of our run against that horrid side from the 3rd division or whatever they were. He's our top scorer in all 3. But if you look at him, if you look at his how do you look at his form? Man, I'm out of it right now. Hasn't really actually played that well of late. Like, if you look at, I mean, he got 3 in a row here, which is pretty decent. Back in, November? Yeah. And then got 2 here. But Ace Patchy, and look at that. I mean, you can't see behind my head, but there's no other goals. So he's only scored 5 goals in this 20-game stretch. I mean, it says it right. I know it says it right there, okay? Or at least I should have known it says it right there. But in 16 games, he's only scored 5. And anyway, patchy. Let's look at how all of the squad's going, though. I have slightly modified this screen. You will notice there's 2 new columns. I've put in the ability and potential because I feel like that's what people want to see when they look at these videos, and that's what it looks like. Anyway, I don't know why this guy's in the first team if he's that rubbish and doesn't even have that good potential. But if we look at it, Ben Luca, yeah, he's horrid. I think he's just trained by the club. His contract is, I'm not extending it either. Anyway, that's what the squad's looking like. As for goals, it is João Pedro out in front with 17 goals. Rafael next with 9, then a couple of 7s in Dani Olmo and Marquinhos. Look, I mean, decent contributions across the board. Some players that you'd like to, see get a few more, like, yeah, Doku and Traore, who have been out of favour, but, if they start performing, they'll get them. And, they do have good average ratings. It's just that, people like Rafael and João Pedro are favoured more. As for assists, of course, it is Nkunku up top, who's missing this one with a cold or something. Yeah, he's got the flu. And then Svanberg, Pedro, yeah, whatever. And it is what it is. Pedro's got 23 goal involvements, which is pretty good if you think about it that way. So 23 goal involvements in 22 games is pretty stunning. I will absolutely take that. Anything else? Nah, not really. Average rating wise, it is João Pedro, Svanberg, who I've been playing a lot more recently because he has really performed well. And Killy, who I don't really know how he performs this well. Is he the one that was rubbish? He doesn't. Sure, he had a photo. Don't know what's happened there, but he doesn't look that good, but he's performing very well. I don't get it. Spanioli performing well, but he's only played a few games. He was injured for most of the season, and now Tottenham on him, so Tottenham can have him, and I'll find someone. I don't know, you'll see next video. Anyway, let's head through to our lineup for today's game against Hamburg. God, I want to get 6 points ahead. That would be absolutely sensational. Here is the lineup then. It is Trubin in goals. Back 4 of Carmona, Thior. Can't remember what I told you I'd say, to be completely honest. Akoli, Parisi. And then the midfield is Darbo, Svanberg, and Olmo. Wingers, I guess, is Vieira on the right, Pedro on the left, and up front is our boy, Rafael. He's the future of the series, I think. Like, it'll be tough to now pry him from the hands of Leipzig wherever we go, but I just want to know. I want to know how he goes. I feel for it. I've got attachment to him. You'll notice I've changed very, very slightly the tactics. I've got Parisi on attack and João Pedro as an inside forward as opposed to an inside or inverted winger. The idea being that he is more likely to try and get in behind, and he's going to push up more into the space that João Pedro's like vacating, I guess. And I'm also more fine with having someone like Fabio Vieira, who is 30 years old and, not electric pace, as an inverted wing, because he wants to cut on the inside like this, as opposed to get forward and cut in between the lines. Maybe it should be the other way. I don't know. Let me know what you reckon. Maybe it makes more sense to have the Mazzala on the left-hand side if João Pedro is wanting to get in behind more. Let me know what you reckon. Anyway, look, I'm breaking my own brain. Let's head through the game. Been performing well. I've really appreciated that we came straight back from the winter break, which was there's 27 days between our fixtures with no friendlies, no nothing. We just went straight into it and we've performed, which has been sensational. Hopefully that continues today. I don't want to sit there and say that, it's likely that, it's patchy, snowy. That's pretty cool. There's their lineup, very defensive under Adi Hutter. I don't really know any of their players because it's 2030 and it's Hamburg. I also didn't read, which is probably helpful. That's what we're looking like. They're down in 14th, looking average, and we're looking great because we are great. And we're going to hopefully show that today. First thing, hit them with encourage. Second thing I want to do, and this is just because I get bored and I want to try different things. I'm going with floated crosses because we've got Raphael all 197 centimeters of him in there ready to nod the ball home. So let's float the thing home. I mean, I'm always just adapted. I'm such a pep. I'm such a pep. Oh my God. So first highlight of the game here, long ball from Trubin, not won by our man Raphael, but you keep hold of the ball. Sandberg finds Raphael. Raphael now to Olmo. Oh, through for Vieira, who puts it in, his 5th goal of the season. We were just saying I was wanting, more goal contributions from a couple of the other players. Fabio Vieira is one of them. That's his 5th of the season. Sort of fortunate as, was it Raphael played the ball for Olmo and the tackle fortunately had the ball full for Fabio Vieira. Great finish across the keeper into the bottom corner with his weak foot. Look, I said that he was the less attacking winger, but he gets the job done. That's sensational. That's our first shot after 13 minutes. Hit them with a praise, and we get another highlight straight away where we toss the ball away. Darbo now on it. I'm scared. Why does it look like it's rain? Is that just Football Manager's snow? I don't know if I've ever played a game in the snow this Football Manager. I feel like I'd know. I don't know. Anyway, João Pedro, surely I have, right? We've played just in videos, we've played 13 seasons or something. Here's Olmo on the ball, finds Raphael, good touch around his defender. Can he have a go? Deflected. It is held by the keeper, Mr. Krall, and that ends that. Very, very deep early on here. I don't love that. But again, though, we're winning and not really, giving up too much at this stage. So pretty content. Don't really mind. Hopefully does, get further up and more, I don't know, looks better. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, let me know what you think about that, the changing of the Mazzala, because I think that. Oh no. No. He's not allowed. Alright, we'll put Licensor on because looking at him, he's only 182 centimeters. I thought he was bigger. Maybe it's just that he's like a strong boy, All right, we'll have to change the floated crosses then. Let's go to whipped crosses. Yeah, let me know what you think about, because we've changed the way that the wingers operate in that they are different. Should we be looking to have, should it be the right-sided defender that's attacking and overlapping, and the Mazzala be on the left-hand side to occupy the space vacated with the wide back, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, let me know what you think. My brain is stupid, really. I can say I want to see more of the same. Let's see more of the same from Licensor Traore. He's been linked with a move away, probably because we haven't really used him that much. God, I hope that's not a bad injury. That's P to B-O. Yeah, he's been looking for the move away to big clubs as well, like Chelsea was one of them. United wanted someone else. United wanted João Pedro, I think. And yeah, there's been plenty of players who have been wanted by other teams, but no one's actually come in with an offer apart from Tottenham for Spagnoli, who I think will go, and we'll have to replace him. So next video, we'll have another right back. I've left Spagnoli out of the lineup completely today. Good ball there. João Pedro's in the box. João Pedro scores. Goal number 18, 9 in the Bundesliga. We're up 2-0. This is sensational. I don't know how we're doing this well. I don't understand it. This is a team that finished 4th last year. Like, I think it was 21 points behind Bayern Munich, or 20-ish, 20-something points behind Bayern Munich. And we're now 18 games in. We're going to have a 6-point lead, it looks like. That is sensational. João Pedro, very much a key player in it. Very glad nobody's coming with an offer for him, because I feel like his head would probably get turned by someone bigger, but, you know, he's halfway to winning a Bundesliga with RB Leipzig here, which is sensational. I think we're looking a bit like a mercenary now, because we're just like 2 years at Napoli. I mean, three at Brentford, 2 at Napoli, 2 at City. Looks like just at this stage just 1 at RB Leipzig, and that's weird. That's halftime though. It is 1-0. We haven't had the possession, but we have created some decent enough chances, and we've got the goals to show for it. Lovely stuff. It is 2-0 at halftime. Into the second half, we'll hit them with the praise early there. Hopefully get them just vibing, just happy as Larry, and you can see that they are down the bottom there. Just absolutely beaming, just beaming. Don't know why I put Traore on and didn't like put João Pedro at striker and put Nkunku on or something, but it seems to have worked out because João Pedro's got himself a goal. Cross there from someone for Hamburg. They're in the box, across the box. Oh, cleared by Thiaw. I think Thiaw is what I'm going with, but I could be wrong. They've made a change there with someone coming on, I don't know. They also had to make a change before half-time due to injuries, so we're even in injuries, so that's good. At least we're not losing that. Were we winning with just having one and they had none? Or we lose? I think we're losing. Anyway, that's 60 minutes in, or just about. Let's look to make changes because we're looking comfortable. Let's bring on Doku. Yeah, Doku can come on for what? Vieira, I was going to say Vieira, actually, and that's why I struggled so long, or it took so long to say anything. And then Baumgartner can come on, why not? Anyone else? No, that's 3. That's 3 changes up to now. That'll do us, and then we'll make another 2 changes in time, I guess. 2-0 win. I'm winning 2-0. We are. God, man, I can't talk. It's lovely. I'm just having a lovely time here in Germany. We've come in here, just sort of showing them what we did at Manchester City and being like, that, but here, just do that. It's not complicated. Just do it. All right, we're making those 2 changes. Hincapié and Charlotte coming on at left and right back, respectively, just because there's a yellow card or something. I don't know. That'll do, though. I mean, now we just coast. Now we just... Look, we've got 20 minutes to just sit back. We've made our changes. Don't have to do anything. And just hang out. You guys up to much? We just hit 180 subscribers. I told you I'd do a darts call, which I guess I forgot in the opening, so I'll probably have to do that next video, I guess. Which should be tomorrow, because I should be good enough at getting through to whatever the next video is. I don't know if it'll be, March, or if I'll just go through to the end of the season, because the way that it's looking, we might need to go through to that Bayern Munich fixture and maybe win the title against Bayern Munich. I wish I could say I was like, save scumming or whatever, but you've seen, like, in the games that I've shown you, we've barely been threatened. I mean, we might do here in the 91st minute, but like, I think this is, if it's for them, would be their first highlight of the game. I don't know if there was a highlight for Wolfsburg in the last game that we showed in a video. And the first game of the season was similar. It was like a 3-0 win. It was like, what's happened? What's going on? Here's Tolicious, cleared by a Coley towards Traore. Doesn't take it down too well. Bit of a Lukaku touch on him there. Outright to Akhtar. Into Maulida, but he was offside. So that doesn't even count, I think. What's happened there? Goodness, Baumgartner wins the header. Back to Charlotte in the 93rd minute we are now. What was that? Why is this a highlight? Unless something's happening from this free kick, I don't know why this is a highlight. Because him getting a yellow card is not consequential. I don't care. João Pedro with the free kick to Hincapié. Great. Nothing happened. Great. Lovely. I'm glad we wasted everybody's time with that. You know, time I could have been going downstairs and eating dinner because it sounds like it's ready. Crowley's taking forever. I think he wants to get out of here too. So he's like, guys, don't bother scoring. Let's just sit out the clock. Let's all go home. It's cold out here. Having said that, oh, someone just fouled someone, but it doesn't matter. It's over. We've won 2-0. That'll do for me. A nice clean sheet, a nice easy performance, or a nice easy win, and a decent enough performance. So our 6-point lead at the top of the table is restored. It is looking great. It's sensational. We've got, 14? That's not maths. 16 games to go to bottle it, I guess. Hopefully not. Let's see how we go. Next video, as I said, look, it might be like March. It might be like the end of the season and we're hopefully winning a title. We'll see. If we're bottling it, I'll probably come back sooner. Spoiler alert. Anyway, that'll wrap up today's video. Thank you very, very much for watching. I should say, Raphael, he pulled a calf muscle, so he's out for 2 to 3 weeks, I think it said. So, not ideal by any stretch, but let's see how we get on without him, which should be fine. We've got Traore, who's decent, and Pedro is our top scorer anyway. Surely we're fine. Anyway, thank you very much for watching today's video. Make sure you do leave us that like down below. Subscribe if you're new around here. Comment what you thought of it. What you think of the tactics, the training, the team, everything. Let me know what you think. And I'll see you next time. Peace.